Wait, don't spend that penny yet, because somewhere in America, hiding inside your pocket or old coin jar, could be a 1995 Lincoln penny worth tens of thousands of dollars. Yeah, you heard that right. A single 1-cent coin that could change your entire day, maybe even your life. At first glance, it looks totally normal, but this one has a secret. A mistake made by the U.S. Mint in 1995 created one of the most sought-after coins in American history, and collectors are going crazy trying to find it. Imagine this. You're holding what looks like an ordinary penny, but it's actually worth more than $70,000. That's rent, that's bills, that's a whole used car. All from one coin you might have already touched 100 times. Most people spend it without even realizing the treasure they just gave away. So before you drop that penny in a tip jar or vending machine, stop, look closely, because the next 1995 penny you find could be the one collectors dream about, and it might just make you rich. All right, so what makes the 1995 Lincoln penny so insanely valuable? It all comes down to one simple word: error. The U.S. Mint made a printing mistake that year. A rare double die obverse. Sounds technical, right? But here's what it means. When the Mint stamped Lincoln's face and the words, "Liberty and in God we trust," the die struck the coin twice. The result? The letters look slightly doubled, like a shadow behind them. And that's the magic mark collectors go crazy for. If your 1995 penny has that doubling, even faintly, and it's not just a coin, it's a mini gold mine. People have sold these for $5,000, $10,000, even more, depending on the condition and clarity of the doubling. Imagine that, 1 cent turning into thousands of dollars, just because of a tiny minting error. So right now, wherever you are, grab your old coin jar, open your wallet, check under the couch cushions. You might be sitting on a fortune and not even know it, because these rare 1995 double die Lincoln pennies are still out there, and one of them could be yours. So before you spend your next penny, stop, check, and look closely, because the next ordinary-looking coin in your hand could be the one that changes everything. You ever get that feeling that the treasure you've been searching for your whole life might already be in your hands? Somewhere across America, right now, a lucky person is holding a small, ordinary-looking penny, completely unaware it's worth $70,000. They say the real treasures aren't buried underground. They're hiding in plain sight, somewhere out there in the United States. In a coffee jar, an old wallet, maybe a dusty drawer. Someone is holding a single penny that could be worth $70,000, and they don't even know it. It's not gold. It's not silver. It's the 1995 Lincoln penny, a tiny coin with a massive secret. When the U.S. Mint struck this penny, something went wrong, a microscopic double die error that changed everything. The result? One of the most shocking and valuable modern coins ever made. You could be staring at it right now, the same brown penny you almost gave away for a stick of gum, and it could buy you a new car. Think about that for a second. A coin you've ignored your whole life, the one you toss in your cup holder, might be worth more than your entire paycheck. This is the kind of discovery that turns ordinary people into legends. And if you're lucky enough to own this $70,000 Lincoln penny, don't sell it yet. Not today. Not this year. Because coins like this, they don't just hold value, they hold history. Every collector, every treasure hunter, every coin expert in America is chasing this penny. So guard it, frame it, pass it on. You're not just someone who found a coin, you're someone who found a piece of American history. A hidden fortune disguised as a penny. And the craziest part? That person could be you. This isn't a myth. This isn't clickbait. This is the 1995 Lincoln penny, one of the most legendary error coins in U.S. history. The U.S. Mint made a mistake so tiny, it went unnoticed for years. A rare double die error that gave birth to one of the most valuable modern pennies ever discovered. Most people spent it without ever realizing what they had. But the few who noticed, they struck gold. Imagine holding a 1-cent coin, something you could easily drop in a parking lot, and realizing it could buy you a car, pay off your debt, or cover a year of college tuition. That's not just luck, that's destiny. And here's my message to the lucky few who already found this rare 1995 Lincoln penny. Don't sell it. Not yet, because this coin is more than metal. It's a piece of history, a once-in-a-lifetime discovery that collectors dream about. As the years pass, Fewer of these coins remain in perfect condition, and their value only climbs higher. So hold on to it. Protect it, because one day that $70,000 coin could be worth double. You're not just a collector anymore, you're a treasure hunter. And this is your discovery. Every coin tells a story, and some stories are worth small fortunes. Today we're diving into the 2001 Rhode Island Quarter, a coin that could be hiding in your pocket change, your old coin jar, or even your desk drawer. And it might just be worth thousands of dollars. The 2001 Rhode Island Quarter is part of the US 50 State Quarter Series, celebrating the smallest state with a big story. Featuring a detailed outline of the state and the iconic Pell Bridge, these quarters were minted in Philadelphia and Denver. But not all coins were created equal. Some rare errors make this common-looking coin shockingly valuable. Visual, show Rhode Island quarter front, back, highlight details. Collectors, listen closely. Here are the rare errors you need to watch for. Sometimes a Rhode Island quarter was struck on the wrong metal, making it extremely rare. Look closely at the lettering or bridge details. Any doubling can drastically increase value. Occasionally, coins are struck during changes in minting processes, creating unique variations worth thousands. Visual, zoom in on error examples. Animated arrows highlighting mistakes. Even a coin that looks ordinary can hide a fortune. Pay attention to weight. Slightly heavier or lighter coins might indicate a plancher error. Tone and color. Unusual silver or golden hues can hint at off-metal errors. Details. Check the lettering, bridge lines, and state outline for any anomalies. Visual. Split screen showing normal versus rare error quarter. Here's what makes these 2001 Rhode Island quarters truly exciting. Off-metal plancher error, up to $50,000. Double die error, up to $75,000. Rare transitional minting mistakes, $100,000 plus. Remember, condition matters. Even small scratches or wear can affect the value. Visual. Display coins in protective holders, close-ups of mint errors. Have you ever found a rare Rhode Island quarter in your change? Share your story in the comments below. And if you love discovering rare coins, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. We post new videos every week revealing coins you should never spend. Some of the most jaw-dropping finds are the extremely rare minting mistakes that even seasoned collectors almost miss. Let's take a closer look. Visual. Close-up of coin edge showing subtle anomalies. First, there's the die crack error. Tiny fractures on the surface caused by the minting process. These cracks might look insignificant, but collectors pay thousands for a well-preserved die crack quarter. Next, keep an eye out for off-center strikes. If the design isn't perfectly... The 2001 Rhode Island Quarter is part of the US 50 State Quarters Program, a series launched to celebrate each state in chronological order. Rhode Island, known as the smallest state in the Union, might not be the first state you think of when it comes to rare coins. But its quarter tells a story that is both historic and modern, and in some cases downright thrilling. The coin features the state outline of Rhode Island along with the iconic Pell Bridge, representing the state's rich history and unique geography. Minted in Philadelphia and Denver, the coin was intended for everyday circulation. Yet a few coins that slipped through with minting errors have turned out to be extremely valuable. At first glance, a Rhode Island quarter might seem ordinary, just another 25-cent piece in your change, but collectors know that rare errors can elevate a coin from a simple quarter to a treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. It all starts with understanding the types of mistakes that can occur during the minting process. Some of these errors are subtle, almost invisible to the naked eye, while others are dramatic and immediately obvious. Knowing what to look for is the first step in unlocking the hidden potential of your coins. So take a moment to look through your change, check that old coin jar, and examine your quarters carefully. You never know when you might stumble upon a 2001 Rhode Island quarter with a rare error worth thousands of dollars. And if you do, remember to handle it carefully, consider professional grading, and most importantly, enjoy the thrill of owning a small piece of history that could change your collection, or even your life. One of the most significant errors you might encounter is an off-metal planchet error. This occurs when a coin is struck on the wrong type of metal, creating a unique appearance and texture. Imagine holding a Rhode Island quarter that is slightly heavier or has a different sheen than usual. While the average quarter weighs about 5.67 grams and has a specific silver or copper-nickel composition, an off-metal coin could be made from a completely different alloy. These coins are extremely rare, and depending on the severity and the minting anomaly, they can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Collectors actively seek them, and even a slight difference in color or weight can make a huge difference in value. If you've ever found a rare Rhode Island quarter or any other state quarter in your change, share your story in the comments below. We love hearing about incredible finds, and you never know who might discover a hidden treasure just by watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to Old Quarter Dollar Value and turn on notifications, because we post videos every week uncovering coins you should never spend and revealing secrets that even experienced collectors sometimes miss. Thank you for joining us today, and happy collecting.